let's go with a difficult one. Christianity.
Sure. All right. And what do you mean by Christianity? Like the Christian God?
Yeah.
The Christian God exists?
Mm.
All right. And what would you say is your, like, could I get a sense of your confidence that the Christian God exists? Say on a scale from 0 to 100?
102.
102.
Yeah.
And like the 100% is like when I drop this, it'll fall. It's about that same type of
Yes.
confidence? Gotcha. And what's like the main reason why you believe this is true?
I mean, I guess it could be a lot of main reasons, but I think this is like you can argue against this, but I think life is too much of a coincidence. Is too much of a coincidence. It's too much to be a coincidence. Is what I meant to say. I think we are
Life-
definitely created.
Okay, so like creation, life is just too much of a thing to be coincidence?
Yes, that's what I believe.
Okay. Would you say, is this a reliable way to have confidence that this particular belief is true? Like the Christian God exists?
I wouldn't say that in itself is a reliable way, but I think it leads towards the possibility.
What do you mean by that? Leads towards the possibility?
So, like, if you do realize that everything may be too much for it to just be a coincidence, then you lean towards the chance that it may be a creator. You know what I mean? But that in itself, that reason, shouldn't be the only reason why you should believe in a God or the God.
Yeah, it shouldn't be the only reason.
Yeah.
Like, let's just say, for example, for some reason, you couldn't use this reason
Mhm.
as a way to come to this belief.
Mhm.
Would that change your confidence in the belief at all?
I wouldn't think so.
No.
No.
Okay. So there must be some, other core reason why
Yeah.
you believe it's true. What would that be?
Well, I've like to believe that I felt God before, His presence.
You felt him.
Yeah.
Okay. And is this way of coming to confidence that this is true a reliable way? Just having a feeling or an experience about it?
Yeah, I think on a personal scale for faith, yeah, but maybe not something like a scientific textbook. I don't think that could be something that would be put into there as proof why God exists.
Yeah, so like if someone from another religion came up to the table
Mhm.
and explained how they felt their God was true, someone seeing both of you, is there any way to tell which one is actually more accurate in their belief?
No, I don't think so. I think they're stuck on their own beliefs just like I'm stuck on mine, you know?
They're stuck there?
Well, stuck as in they choose to hold on to it. That's what I meant by stuck.
They choose to hold on to it.
Yeah, just like I choose to hold on to mine.
Okay. Does just choosing to believe in something make that belief true?
I wouldn't think so.
Okay.
But if you do really believe in something, not only in like religion, but anything at all, I think you should pursue that as long as it doesn't harm anyone else.
Okay, so as long as it doesn't harm anyone else.
Yeah.
Okay. And so if you discovered this belief actually did cause harm, you would want to discard it?
Yeah.
Okay. And you mentioned faith a second ago. What do you mean by that?
So faith is believing in something without direct evidence. So
Okay.
without something I can study and give you data on.
Okay. And could someone use faith to really come to any belief with that type of definition?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
That's why it's more of a personal thing rather than a, like I said, textbook thing.
More personal than textbook.
Yeah.
As in like more personal than like scientific or
Yeah.
Okay.
And earlier,
Okay.
to clear something up, you said that if if Christianity brought harm to anyone, then I would discard it. Is that what you meant earlier?
Well, I mean, yeah, you said you choose to believe it because it doesn't cause any harm.
Right.
Yeah, so if it was found that Christianity caused harm in some major way, or maybe what would it take for you to
I don't-
to come to the conclusion that it causes harm?
Well, there are a lot of radical Christians, people who like use not only like I don't think there are many who use physical violence, but there are a lot of verbal abuse and violence, and I think those are what are called the fake Christians. You know,
Fake.
yeah, because they don't follow what the Bible says, which is to love everyone regardless of race, color, creed, sexual orientation, to love everyone.
the Bible says to love everyone.
Yes.
All right. And okay, if a radical Christian came up to the table and for some reason said maybe the Bible says not to love everyone, but actually there are some people who are exempt from that, how could we determine which one is actually more accurate in their
Well,
belief?
in the Bible, it does say, I can't give you the exact verse off the top of my head, but it does say, without love, we are nothing. We could have everything, but without love, we are nothing. So, and there are a whole bunch of verses. There are at least maybe 100 verses on why love is the most important thing out of everything that could ever exist.
Okay. And this value comes from the Bible and Christianity.
Yes.
How does this value being good relate to the Christian God actually being true?
Could you explain that?
Like how is just a value coming from the Bible being good? Like how does that relate to the God actually existing? Could someone like does this give you confidence that the God is real and true
That
because
love
of this
exists?
because of this value that without love we are nothing?
I guess you could say so. I mean, maybe not directly, but
Mhm.
because it does say in the Bible that God is composed of love, not that He
Yeah.
has love, but He is love. So love comes from God. So I guess you could say that.
Okay. And if we found another religion where maybe like a similar value
Uh-huh.
was professed, would that make their religion true or more likely true?
Well, from my view, I would say no, just because I'm already attached to this religion, and not only that I'm attached to it, but rather that I believe it to be true. But it can be more true for that person. You know what I mean? But that doesn't make it complete. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I think so. You choose to believe it's true.
Yes.
You use faith to come to that belief.
Yes.
All right. Even though like faith could be used for anything, and
Mhm.
and just choosing to believe in something might not necessarily make it true.
Right.
Okay. So you're currently 102% confident now. Is there anything you could learn or find out to change your confidence in any way? Like, is there any way to make it even go higher to like 200% or?
If I found physical evidence, then yeah, it'd even go higher. But
Okay.
I don't think really anything could go down because, I mean, people could argue, why does such a good God let bad things happen? And there are 100 reasons, like everything happens for a reason, and that's, bad things lead up to good things, as long as a good attitude and everything. So I don't think even like bad circumstances could make me not believe in God anymore.
Okay. So maybe this belief in God kind of helps you come to terms with like the evil in the world and the suffering in the world, and it helps you explain how that can be possible, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, yeah. And yeah, like for example, if you woke up tomorrow morning without this belief, would your life change in any way? Like what would be um, what would your life be losing with this belief?
I think that I would be a very different person just because I wouldn't have these core values, because there are things that I want to do that I'm not unable to do because of restrictions in the Bible. So there are values that I hold on to, and if I didn't have those values, if I just didn't believe in the Bible anymore, then I would be a different person. I'd probably be more selfish, care more about myself than I do other people, which I wouldn't say is true right now. And so I guess that would be it. I'd be more selfish. I mean, I still enjoy, one way or another, I still enjoy helping other people, but I definitely say I'd be a more selfish person, and
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'd be a little bit more reckless too.
Gotcha. So you're saying if you didn't have this belief, you would lose some of your core values, and
Yes.
you might be a worse person, like being more selfish,
Yeah.
that type of thing.
Mhm.
Okay. I don't want to keep you if you want to end it there, or I'd love maybe like 2 more minutes.
Yeah,
for-
sure,
for
that's
chatting
fine.
about it. Can we explore how someone without this belief might be able to justify having a value like not being selfish?
Mhm.
Is there any way to get there without this belief at all?
Yeah, no, I definitely believe that there is, because there are a lot of atheists, and not even atheists, but other religions who still value compassion, love, those values. It's not just subject to the Christian belief. You know what I mean? Like I know I'm friends with many atheists who hold on to love, kindness, compassion, stay away from selfishness. But I'm just saying, me personally, I'd probably lean towards that through just like how my brain is programmed, I guess. That's just like the way I would be. I think so.
Gotcha. So if you didn't have the belief, you would not be able to use those types of reasons that other people who don't have the belief to get to those values? Like, for some reason you wouldn't...
No, I would still use them, like excluding the selfish thing. I'd probably care more about myself, but I would still look for the good in other people. I wouldn't harm anyone, definitely. I hate that. Still help other people, but like I said, all coming back to the selfish thing, I would put myself first than other people.
You would put yourself first.
Yes, and I guess you could say my core values that come from Christianity, that's sort of like maybe a barrier so that I put there so that my selfishness and what I believe to be wrong now doesn't overflow.
Okay, so you're using this belief to be like altruistic and really not selfish in any way? Is that what you're saying?
I guess so.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, thank you so much, Gabe. That was really nice.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it was really good.